Welcome to Firearms of America. Today I have something special for you, something that I wanted to make for a while. The top 5 John Wick handguns. But I could not possibly make this happen until my recent trip to California, where I had the opportunity to visit the range of Taran Butler, the man who trained John Wick, or should I say Keanu Rives, for the John Wick movie. Yes, all the details, tactical mag reloads, emergency mag reloads, elaborate racking, point shooting and shooting off the hip, amongst many other impressive firearms combat wizardry that we can see in John Wick movies, comes from hours upon hours of training on that very range of Taran Butler. But the firearms combat grandmastery was not the only thing that Taran passed on to Mr. Wick. No, it was also the competition style handguns. Why competition style? Well, because these are the most precise, fastest, flat shooting handguns out there, and with the John Wick 4 right around the corner, I thought the timing was perfect to make this video and talk about John's guns from part 1, 2, 3, and even chapter 4. So, without further ado, let's get into the top 5 handguns of Mr. Wick. Number 5 on the list, I have Kimber 1911 Warrior. That was featured in John Wick chapter 2. $7 million, 7 rounds, a million each. Yes, that's the gun that was given to Neo by Morpheus. I mean, to John by the Bowery King. Chambered in 45 ACP with a 5-inch barrel, who does not love a classic 1911 look? This particular model also features a 1913 style accessory rail, just in case if Mr. Wick decides to get himself a Surefire X300 or a Crimson Trace or something. With a carbon steel match grade barrel and G10 tactical grips, you have yourself an accurate, flat shooting power puncher. Because 45 ACP. Alright, it's time to move on to our number 4 best John Wick handgun. We have Heckler & Koch P30L. Now, I have to say, I'm a huge fan of Heckler & Koch. I have reviewed quite a few H&K handguns on this channel, and I can say for sure, these guys know exactly what they are doing whenever it comes to the quality, ruggedness, and reliability. No wonder why John had 2 of these stashed under the concrete floor. Still, if it was me, I'd probably keep them somewhere a bit more accessible. More accessible and visible. Because, look at it. Just look. The ergonomics are excellent, the aggressive grip makes for a better recoil management, the extended slide release, slide lock helps with those lightning fast emergency mag changes, the 1913 style accessory rail is there for your favorite accessory, and you cannot go wrong with the very simplistic but reliable 3-dot sights. Chambered in 9mm just like all the rest of the guns on this list, we can tell that Mr. Wick has a clear preference. That's 145 ACP 1911 was just something he had to work with. By the way, don't forget the massive compensator, which is also from H&K. Alright, time to get to our number 3 best John Wick pistol. We have Taran Tactical STI 2011 Combat Master. Oh yeah, now we're getting into that super fancy, super slick, super fast, super flat shooting, you get the point, stuff from Taran Tactical. And on this one, they worked with one of the most prominent 2011 manufacturers, STI. Yes, not the best name for the firearms company. Well, not the best name for anything, honestly, but if you like 1911, you will love 2011. Basically, 2011s are just as awesome as 1911s, except they feature wider grips that accommodate double-stack magazines, more ammo, easier and faster reloads thanks to the flared mag wells, super crisp triggers with about 2 pounds of pull, super aggressive hand stipple grips, dragon scale style, and you will appreciate the custom slide porting. Here you will find a fiber optic front sight for a faster target acquisition, 5.4-inch barrel chambered in 9mm with 17, 21, and 28 capacity magazines. 28 rounds for them big jobs, Mr. Wick. This particular handgun was John's preference in Chapter 3. I finally had the opportunity to shoot this just last week at Taran Tactical Range, and I have to say, it really does make you a much better shot. And for just about 6 grand, the only problem is there's 20 to 30 weeks wait time. Yeah, supply and demand, Johnny boy. Now let's get to our number 2 best John Wick handgun. We have my personal favorite, Taran Tactical Glock 34 Combat Master. Now, if you have been subscribed to this channel, and if you're still not subscribed, please do. You already know that I absolutely love Glocks. They're super basic, yes. Very plain, yes. Nothing fancy, yes. Kinda boring, yes, but they are rugged, reliable, and yeah, I guess the word reliable is the keyword here. You see, with the super tight build of the 2011 and other competition style handguns, yes, you do get yourself a super tight group, but with that tightness also come the reliability issues. And I'm not saying that 2011 guns are unreliable, not at all. If you maintain them properly, use quality ammo, quality magazines, have a proper shooting technique, you'll probably never experience any issues. However, whenever it comes to Glocks, especially full-size Glock 19, 17, and 34, these reliability requirements are much lower. Dropped it in the dirt? No problem. Dropped it in the Stillwater Canal? No problem. Use the cheapest ammo you could find? Yes, you get it, no problem. And yes, that actually happened to my own Glock 17. Poor thing. But there's another interesting feature of the Glock. Because it is so boring and plain and sort of relaxed, it has a huge potential for growth. Taran Tactical saw that potential and they created this beast, Glock 34 Combat Master, that was featured in John Wick Chapter 2. Man, chambered in 9mm, featuring iron-bonded bronze barrel for precision, hand stippling for ultimate aggression, competition mag well for speedy mag changes, and TTI fiber optic sights for quick target acquisition. This plain and boring Glock turns into, well, it turns into a Combat Master. And you will appreciate the custom slide port. Okay, I can talk about Taran Tactical Glocks all day. So instead, let's move on to our number 1 best John Wick handgun. In fact, this one is John's handgun in Chapter 4 that is about to hit the theaters in March 2023, I think. And yes, I had the opportunity to do the course on Taran Tactical Range with this handgun. And let me tell you, this pistol is not like any other pistol that I have ever shot before. It's not just the best John Wick 4 or John Wick in general gun. It's not just the best handgun that Taran Tactical has created either. It very well might be the best handgun in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Taran Tactical JW4 Pit Viper. And let's get a few things out of the way. Is it expensive? Yes, it is. How expensive? 7 grand. Can you get it? Well, not until May 2023. At least that's what the current waitlist is up until. Why is it so expensive and so hard to get? The answer is quite simple. Because it's not like any other handgun that is out there. Do you think Mr. Wick would settle for any less in Chapter 4? And so, what exactly do we have here? Well, where do I start? We have 5-inch DLC coated match grade barrel with a built-in large single port compensator for unbelievably tight group and barely noticeable recoil, traditional full wrap stipple for an ultimate grip, extreme engineering fire control group, and after extractor for those times when you want to make everyone think that you are shooting full auto, TTI's own carry mag well, extended slide release and mag release for those speedy emergency mag changes, 1.75 to 2.25 pound super crisp trigger pull. But why is it called Pit Viper? Well, because this beast has fangs. And those fangs are there for a reason, because they are bladed standoff fangs for those situations when you run out of ammo a bit too early. Already Taran Tactical's Pit Viper took the overall title in USPS 2-Gun Nationals in 2021, and I cannot wait to see what Mr. Wick does with it in the upcoming chapter 4. So I hope you enjoyed this top 5 list. If you did, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell. Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.